anxiety, and you're not making it better. I have anxiety, 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 you're not making it better. I have anxiety.
Survivor. I'm a survivor, survivor. Who will be the ultimate survivor? Let's find out when you spend a day in our shoes. All you creators, our sanctuary is waiting. Who will win the title? Well, it could be you. Survivor, survivor. I'm a survivor.
I really should get rid of that jingle is so darn catchy.
I love the jingle.
I do too, even though it has nothing to do with anything that's going on right now.
No.
Hey folks, Lester and Jamie here. It's nice to see everybody. We've got we got both Facebook and YouTube in the house with us, and that's just so awesome. Thank you so much for taking some time. Man, I know that Jamie and I we are equally frustrated. I put a picture on here at the very beginning of the video, and I put a little, I'm not going to play the whole thing. Just watch. Oh, let me pause it. So that is a photograph that was taken 1 year ago today. It was actually a little video clip. My nephew Ben was house sitting. Jamie and I had gone to, was it Oklahoma?
Mm-hmm.
To be a part of the creator conference. And we had Ben come by to house sit. And that morning I called and says, Ben, how's everything going over there? What's going on with everybody? And instead of him replying, everything's fine, he sends me a picture. Okay, fine. So everything's nice and peaceful. But how neat that that picture I still have on my phone. And every day when I go to my phone, it shows me memories of this day that's on my phone, similar to what Facebook does on different events. And I'm like, Jamie, look. And it's just baffling to see the difference in, even though we'd already gone through a drought last year, at this point, we'd already finished the drought and we were getting rain again.
Yeah, we had, at this point in time, I looked it up. I hadn't even told you this yet. At this point in time, we had 4 weeks of rain.
So 4 weeks of rain had got us back to looking like that.
But we are there today, that's for sure. And you're going to think this is nuts, but rain has happened all around us the last 3 days in a row.
Yep.
And I've recorded the radar because no one would believe it unless they see it. Can I remove this?
Yes.
No one would believe it unless they see it. It parts like the Red Sea directly on top of us every day.
So on your weather app, it puts a little blue dot where we are at. It shows a little blue dot where we're at. And so we see that blue dot and we see all this rain coming towards us. And man, we start getting our hopes up and we start bracing.
It's thundering. The wind picks up. Like,
man, we're running and parking all the little vehicles inside, making sure everything's ready, for this rain. And we're sitting here and it just, like Jimmy said, it parts and goes right around us.
It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen, and it's day after day after day. And don't get me wrong, I am thankful that there are other parts that are getting rain.
Yeah.
And that the lake north of us looks to be getting rain, which means that the river will have more water eventually.
It already does.
Too. So like, I'm grateful for that. But selfishly, Lester and I are about to go break out some rain dances. And I don't know if you know this, but this white girl can't dance. Okay. Like I'm not good. So it doesn't matter though, because that's where I'm at.
Well, to be honest, this sounds horrible, but I've found myself feeling like hopeless to where now when it begins to part and go around us, I don't even feel it. I have become desensitized to being let down. And so whenever you say, hey, we may be getting a 1/4 inch of rain at 4 o'clock today, I'm like, yeah. And
What's
it
terrible?
used to like, oh gosh. And I'd go out and start watching the skies. And now I'm like, yeah, because at 4 o'clock, yeah.
Today was a 95% chance of a half of an inch of rain. 95? Are you kidding me? 95.
Well, it did thunder. I could hear the thunder, and I'm out doing the chores, and I'm watching the sky, and I'm like, yeah. That's all. That's
Somebody says,
yeah.
"Do not prepare for rain." I didn't prepare. Like the only thing he did was pull the vehicles
that was probably
in.
my mistake.
I still watered everything. I was like, if I don't water, it's not going to rain, so I have to water. Not here yet. Somebody says, "Jamie, what are you drinking?" I have found a new addiction. It's terrible. I am a Coke Zero-aholic, but I put vanilla, like sugar-free vanilla syrup in it, like flavoring. No alcohol. I don't know that I ever need alcohol again. That's probably a lie. But vanilla Coke Zero is my newest thing. Like I'm hooked. What are you doing, babe?
I lost it. Someone said they just watched my 2009 Christmas that somehow popped up onto there. It was a recommendation. And I'm thinking 2009. That was a long time ago. Now, I don't know if that was a school party because I used to record all of our school functions, or if that was a Morrow family Christmas, because I've been our school and family historian for the longest time. And so I wouldn't be surprised because my YouTube probably does go back to 2009.
Brienne's live right now, and it's raining in Plum Grove.
Brienne is live right now. Well, I'm glad y'all joined us and not Brienne. Listen, we don't call her Brienne. We call her Bree Pat.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Bree Pat. Let me write that on here. And you guys remember this. This is going to be important. And you are going to be a part of something historic. Bree Pat. So there's.
Tell them why.
Oh, no. I'm going to tell them why. So listen, her name is no longer, we're not going to refer to her as Bree or Brienne. No longer will she be Brienne. She's Bree Pat because she has a really bad habit. Guys, it is a bad habit. You can't be her age. What is she? 25. You can't be 25 and already spend your entire day peeping out your window. I will tell you a quick story. I know you don't want to hear this story again for those who already know it, but we called my grandmother on my mom's side P-Pat. That was her name. Her name was Pat. And her cute little grandmother and great grandmother name was P-Pat. She didn't want to be called Granny. No one wants to be called Granny. She wanted to be called something cute. So she's like, call me P-Pat. So sure enough, we all grew up calling her P-Pat. But P-Pat was not a sweet little grandmotherly type anyway. She was an interesting woman. And I will just say this, that one of the interesting things about her is that she could snoop and she could spot things from a mile away. She was always keen on everything going on around Morrow Hill. And she would sit by her windows. Her rocking chair or recliner was set up facing a window, not the TV, not the fireplace, facing out a window. And so she could watch every person that came in and out. And she'd get on the phone and call my mom and let her know ahead of time if someone's coming up the driveway, if someone's at the house, if someone's this or that. And it just so happened that Brienne, whose home is in a very similar spot as my old P-Pat's house is the exact same way. There's something maybe haunted or mysterious about that part of the Morrow Hill. But Brienne, at the age of 25, sits and she stares out the window, front window, back window, sliding window. And so we're calling her Bree Pat, y'all, not P-Pat, but Bree Pat. So get used to it. I will say it actually worked out to our advantage one day this week.
I was like, it's not always a bad thing at all.
B-Pat. We like B-Pat. Now I'm calling her Bree Pat. Listen, what day was that? Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. So Thursday morning, as Brienne wakes up and she begins her daily routine of peeping, I call it peeping out all of her windows. And she walks out of her back sliding glass door, probably go out and check her chickens or something. She heard the sound of a is it called neighing?
Mhm.
A beautiful neighing horse. And she didn't, the only horse that's on the property up until this point was her horse, Amy. But Amy is out in the back pastures, not in the front. And Bree heard it coming from somewhere around the sanctuary. So Bree Pat gets on her little side by side and drives around to find this noise and see what's going on. And she runs up along the driveway, and there's a horse that's been tied to our front, the sanctuary gate that goes up the driveway. And there's a letter, a note. I hope you've all had a chance to see that video because it's been on both channels, Facebook and YouTube. And so hence we have a horse now that was, I guess you call it, surrendered to you. The note was just beautiful and sad. It was very profound to read. And I don't read Spanish great, but my Spanish is good enough to understand that someone had surrendered their horse because they could no longer find or provide food for the horse. And so we both have had a chance to play with the horse and love on the horse. Megan, Brienne, Ellie, they've all had a chance to love on the horse. And the horse has really won the jackpot if you think about it. The horse has walked into a really good situation. Bad in the fact there's not much grass to eat. So, but good and blessed in the way that there's a lot of love to give.
Yeah.
And we're fortunate to have feeds, grains, and we have good dry hay. We have green alfalfa hay. So the horse is not struggling. She's actually, and it's a she, and she has a name. I just can't tell you because my video that comes out tomorrow is the naming video. And so if I tell you all now, no one will watch my video. They'll all skip the video because y'all do that and go watch something else. And I'm not going to allow it, or you're going to have to wait and just read comments. I'm horrible. But no, Bree Pat to the rescue. Brienne to the rescue. Bree Pat found the horse tied up at the driveway. I'm lucky that I was headed over to do some fencing. Anyway, we'd had the storm come by the night before. A lot of stuff was blown around. Cows had gotten out. And so I was there probably 30 minutes after Bree had gotten there. It was
actually Friday, now that I think about it. I'm like trying to put together the timeline.
Was that Friday?
It was Friday.
I don't
because
remember.
we went back over and you came home and got me after I got off work and brought
we
me
went back over.
Yeah,
we went twice.
To meet her. So you were there twice that day.
So no, but no, we have a new rescue. And then a funny thing is, let me go ahead and remove that. But Bree Pat, don't forget that name, y'all. No longer do we refer to her as Brienne or Life on Morrow Hill. It's Bree Pat, and with an exclamation point, Bree Pat. But I was going to say something and it totally just went right over me. I don't know, but no. We have a rescue. And funny thing is, Jamie and I both agreed on this, that probably if someone had called ahead of time and said, hey, we're having a hard time taking care of, and you fill in the blank of any animal, now's not a good time to be bringing in a new animal. Mm-hmm. Even as a rescue or a sanctuary, we still have to be in a position to offer it time and the vet cost and vet care, whatever it needs.
In the nutrition. So we have to be able to say that it's going to be in a better situation with us. And right now, I would have said no. If we would have got that call or that email or anything, I would have said no, really, to any animal.
Well, we say no all the time. We have to say no all the time. And now it's not a good time, y'all. So this person didn't ask. They just dropped it off. That's the second animal who's been tied up to... we had a mailbox, a goat tied to our mailbox once.
Freckles.
Was that Freckles? Shirley's mom?
Mm-hmm.
Shirley's mom, Freckles, was tied to our mailbox. This has been a couple of years back. And then now we have a horse tied to our gate.
Yeah.
At least the horse had a note. Did not leave a name. There was no name on the note. So we don't know. But we do know the note was in Spanish. And so if you want a hint, I will say the name is a Spanish name. It's a Spanishy name.
It has a Spanish flair.
It has a Spanish flair. And yes, so.
But we spent Friday with her, Saturday with her. You spent Sunday with her today. I couldn't go today. And Brienne spending a lot of time with her. And I think that that by spending time with her is where I went through names, like thinking about what about this, what about this, what about this. But as I've watched her the past couple
Y'all
days,
need to stop trying to guess. That you're all trying to guess. You're going to wake up tomorrow morning and go to Longhorn Lester's. No, I'm a
No, I'm a
survivor.
Survivor,
It's on
babe.
I'm a Survivor, and you will watch the video at least long enough to hear that little girl's name.
Somebody said, "Can I drop off my husband? He needs a new home too."
Are you gonna put a note?
Yeah, just leave a note. It'll be fine.
Just leave a note and leave his name. Don't make us rename him, please.
Yeah, right.
He can work, right? He can work. If he can do chores and help out around the farm, then we might, find a spot for him.
Yeah. So that video will come out tomorrow, and you'll get to hear her name. I did not slip up once in any of my videos that come out tomorrow. I held it together.
You held it
very
together?
well. Yeah.
Good.
But getting to know her has been very interesting. I love that little girl. Like, she is a spunky, spirited firecracker. And if Brienne's posted another video since the original finding her, and it showed some of her flair. And my video tomorrow morning shows some of it as well.
Mine shows plenty of it.
You know, we have always said that an animal will choose you. And it's interesting because right now this horse is probably experiencing things that she's never experienced before. I don't get the vibe that she's ever been around other horses or donkeys.
No.
I get the vibe that she's been solo. I also get the vibe that she has never had freedom. By watching your video, the way that she ran and was just so proudly, the way that she stood postured and she actually fell. I get the feeling that she's going through a bunch of new experiences. So it's not like, I think people probably have this fairy tale version of either Bree or I or you are going to just fall in love instantly, and she's going to become this magical horse that has all of the behaviors lined up. And
just don't forget that both Voodoo, Bucky's, and Dixie were already very well trained
and older horses that had a lot of this out of their system already.
Yeah, and none of us, not Bree, not me, not Jamie, not Megan, none of us have not horse. I don't want to say training. Is it training, or do you train a horse?
You train a horse.
But as far as anything, we've never worked with a horse or trained a horse. So no matter who ends up spending the most time with it, it's going to require a lot of work.
Yeah.
Or else it's going to be past your art, and we don't want that of our animals. We want our animals to be able to be, obviously, find their personality, discover the beauty inside, and bring out everything that they're capable of. But that's going to require a lot of work.
And all of us are going to be basically, we're learning with her. And I think that there's a lot to be said about that. It's going to take a lot of communication amongst us to say what we're working on and how we're doing it, because she needs to have the same commands and the same guidance. And I think this is going to be a really neat journey. And for everybody who's like, Bree really loves her, give her to Bree. Or Jamie, you should bring her to Longhorn Lester's. The ultimate piece here is that we will always do what's best
for the horse. Yeah,
for the horse. And her current situation is what's best for her. It's not, we don't have any grass here for any animals to eat. But second, bringing her to be around two male horses and two donkeys who are very much their own herd already would be so intimidating to her that it wouldn't allow her to have the freedom that she needs right now to kind of sow her oats.
Yeah.
That's a really long-winded answer.
And I will also say the 3 days that we've spent time with her, and she's been with the donkeys all 3 days, and she's doing very well.
Very well.
With Donkey Dan and Imogene, who she's with right now. And I told Jamie it's just because they're all in the same horse family, I guess, that they just bonded. And she's doing wonderful, y'all. She's a very sweet little girl, but she can turn on in a minute. And I mean, that fast, she can flip around. But I still don't know how much of it is being playful and how much of it needs a little spanky stick. I'm kidding, obviously.
No. I think that there's a lot that we're going to see with her. And I'm excited that everybody wants to participate, because the more handling that we can have with her is the better that she will become. And the reason that we're all so adamant about she needs some training, all of that, is for our safety, for the other animal safety, and for her safety, and for her care, to be able to pick up her feet and to be able to get them trimmed. She's got to be able to be managed and to be able to understand what's going on, and that's going to take time. So it's going to take an investment from all of us, and we're all ready to do that.
Yeah. Jamie, I don't know why, but the comments are just being bombarded by, I'm guessing Bree paid people to advocate for her. Guys, she's an I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, one of our babies. And I say our as in the collective of I'm a Survivor. And so Brienne is more than welcome to go over as much as she wants to. There's no locked gates. And she can go in there and love on her and halter, work her, and put her in a stall and brush her. But she is in the pasture where she's going to stay for a while.
Well, it also
the only
is
pasture that's conducive for where she can find a little
Yes.
bit of grass. There's no grass in Jake's pasture. There's no grass in my dad's pasture. We have fresh, clean water from a trough that's changed daily.
And Bree can look right on her Bree Pat window.
Bree Pat can watch her. And no, we actually encourage Ellie, Megan, Brienne to spend as much time with her as possible. And we want that to happen. And of course, Jamie and I are even more excited about getting over to, and that's what we do first. We jump out of the truck, and the first thing we do is run check on and see what she's up to. And so she's wonderful, but she's not going anywhere for the time being. She's right where she needs to be, and we're going to give her time to adjust and not just force transition after transition after transition on her. And so, and I will say, ultimately, this is the place that the note sent her. This is their wishes to see her
Yeah, it had
at
your
I'm
name
a
on
Survivor Sanctuary. It does have my name on it, but I told Ellie today, I said, Ellie, I don't claim animals besides the Longhorns. I don't say that Ringo's mine, Annie is Jamie's, Donkey Dan is. We don't do that at I'm a Survivor. They are ours. I mean yours and mine, and they're just a collective of animals that belong to all of us. And so we don't go by and pick and choose who gets what. It's not like a draft. We've played around with that before. Like if our animals were a part of a draft, who would pick who? And that's always been fun, but we don't do that by and large. So she's an I'm a Survivor Sanctuary newest edition, and anyone who wants to love her is welcome to go love on her and make videos of her and share those videos with you all. That would be great, and we encourage that.
Yeah.
So what else is going on? We have no rain, even though it's popping up in our forecast now. This is a good
I so
sign.
badly want to look at the radar right now to see what's happening, but my phone is off.
For the
so-
longest time, we had nothing even in the forecast. At least now we're having little spots of rain popping up, possibilities of a thunderstorm here and there. And so we certainly hope so. Our pond is nice and full. That's all been talked about this week in so many videos. And we are so blessed for that. Tex is hanging out with both Santoro and Waylon, and they're doing some cute stuff, y'all. There's some really neat stuff happening.
I have some cute videos from this weekend that I can't wait to play this week. I have actually gotten more content this weekend than in a long time because there's so much happening around us between Tex and the boys out there in the Young Bulls Club, the new Sweet Girl in Plum Grove. Actually, the kittens at Plum Grove were another part of a surprise. I sat down on the couch there yesterday to cool off, and all of a sudden they came out and climbed all over me and purred like it was like the old days here. And then what else happened? The babies. Oh my gosh, these goat babies and these cow babies are like full of pep. And poor Lester. It's a lot to handle for one person in the morning. And when they see me in the morning, I like peek out the door to see.
She makes me get up to help. Just say it. You make me get up to help. I used to enjoy sleeping in, and
I can't do it alone anymore. It's too hard to do it alone. So I have been making him get out of bed, and I think that he is so mad at me for
I'm not mad, but the thing is, I don't fall asleep as easily as you do. Jamie can sleep, and I can't. I have a sleeping disorder. You all know that. And so if I'm lucky and fall asleep by 12 or 1, here never fails. Right before Jamie's alarm goes off, I hear meh, meh, meh. And these are goats saying, time to wake up. And all of a sudden, at that point, Jamie's alarm goes off. So they know exactly when it's 6 o'clock. And man, they're wide awake. And at that point, I can sometimes, if Jamie would get up immediately and go take care of them, I could fall back asleep. But no,
And he
Jamie,
has for the last month.
Okay, but not anymore. Now she's making me get up because she's like, I can't do it all. I can't do goats and calves. So we divide and conquer. And I've been getting up and taking care of the goats. And at that point, even though I'm groggy, I'm awake. And at that point, I can't go back to sleep. And so then our day began. So our day has begun a lot earlier than what it used to. It's no different than all these moms or grandmas that have newborns and you taking care of your kids and or your kids, your grandkids or great grandkids. And you realize that, man, kids are hard.
Yeah. For anybody that's my age that's having babies for the first time, I don't know how you're doing it because these are just animals that they do require care. It is a lot of work, but it's not it's not a human baby. And they're not up in the middle of the night right now or anything like that, but it is hard work.
Well, you're also washing multiple times a day, not poopy diapers, but peed on rugs.
And scrubbing floors.
And a lot of mopping, a lot of sweeping.
Scrubbing bottles, scrubbing buckets.
Bottles.
And keeping up with the amount of milk. The amount of milk that we have to maintain in this house.
And then wherever you feed the little goats, they spill a little bit of milk. That means you have flies that begin to show up. And these are the mean flies they're not scared of you. So we're having to combat flies a lot more than normal. Man, and then we're trying to keep them cool throughout the day and keep
we're so blessed is what Lester meant to say. And now he's even more blessed because he's getting up in the morning to embrace all of that with me.
I'm just rambling on. I don't mean to sound like I'm not blessed. Yes, because we are. We're very grateful. And it's such a blessing to have these babies. They add a lot to your life, and they also take a lot of years off your life. They can certainly take off a lot of years from your life. I know I have more wrinkles today than I had this time a month ago.
So people said, why can't you do a bucket? And
they're not ready for that yet.
I don't think and a lot of people are saying it's raining. Maybe you should go look outside.
Jamie, I can see outside right here.
I don't think it's raining, y'all.
Yes, I'll walk around. I'm going to peep in this window here at you. So get ready.
If it is raining, you want to turn off that sprinkler.
Yeah.
I do have a sprinkler on outside. I don't have time to get all of the watering done on night.
No rain here.
It's not raining.
I can see into the yard, guys.
It's not raining.
Now, remind people, we're not exactly in downtown Livingston. So
yeah, we're not downtown Livingston. We are. I'm telling you, I will post in my video what I'm talking about.
If you pull up Livingston, we're still 15 minutes out of Livingston. Mm-hmm. So,
but it's raining all around us. I'm sure of it.
Hey, listen to me. Put your finger right there. Just put your finger. This is the blue dot of us. Here comes the rain all day.
Every time. Every time.
There can be some big stuff. So I don't get it for anything.
It is the wildest thing ever.
But hey, we will certainly keep saying our prayers.
And we're blessed that it is raining in Plum Grove.
And
that
yes,
we have that resource.
Plum Grove needs rain, y'all. Yeah. So don't get me wrong. Our pond is nice and full. And we have a pond to begin irrigating tomorrow. So any rain, we would love it. But Plum Grove doesn't have they're not able to irrigate right now. So they need the rain worse than what we do, if that makes any sense to anybody. So,
yeah.
But thank y'all for keeping us in your thoughts and prayers. And we will keep an eye out. And hopefully we will, by the time this storm passes, have a little bit of rain. That would be great.
Yeah. Anyway, so we can't do buckets because we are, I don't think that you've probably posted the arm wrestling that has happened with Danny.
Yeah, Danny's tough. She still can't find the nipple.
And she can't stay connected. So you have to it's like 30 minutes to feed her and you are literally bent over and wrestling her to make her continue. So that's a interesting challenge for her. Do you know who the best eater is out of all four of them?
Well, I'm going to say that's easy. Starla.
Well, okay.
Starla will latch on and she'll be done in 3 minutes. Starla's fast.
Yeah, I was
She
actually
does
gonna
not take a
say-
break.
I was gonna say the new guy. The new guy. You don't think so?
The new guy.
I don't know if you've talked about his name yet.
I've announced his name.
You did?
Yeah, the
Okay.
new guy.
Well, okay. So Finn.
His name is Finn.
His name is Finn, the new little goat.
The internet won that one.
Yes. Yeah.
Y'all didn't like my name, Gus. However, some are calling him
Finnegas.
Finnegas. Yeah,
Finnegas.
Finnegas, which is cute. Finnegas.
Yeah. So I called him Finnegas in one of my videos today that I was making. But Finn, I think Finn's the best eater. Finn postures up and his little head goes straight and he doesn't move.
I'm gonna go get him.
Aw.
That means Starla's gonna get out too, so get ready.
Did y'all see the daddy daycare moment yesterday? Yeah, because the night before
Babies.
I got like 4 hours of sleep and I was like,
Come
I just
on.
need like 30 minutes for a nap.
Come on, sweetie.
And it takes me 5 or 10 to fall asleep in the afternoon like that. It was a hot day. We worked our tails off outside. And Lester's like, yeah, I got this. I'm like, don't let anybody in because you'll regret it. And then there was a video. I was talking about your daddy daycare moment yesterday. Disaster.
Oh, look
That-
behind us. Girl, get off the couch. Today, I kind of made a second video. It's still daddy daycare, but it was called recess.
Oh my gosh.
Today was recess, and it was just as crazy as the inside.
Baby?
Sweetie, she's on the couch behind us.
She was on the TV stand.
Oh, Lord. Guys, she is. Look, move over a little bit. Yeah, there's Starla.
Starla.
She may just jump right over. Sweetie, you're going to have to hold her because she wants to be on. She doesn't want to miss out on her time,
Come here.
her TV time.
You know what's so crazy? Okay.
Yeah, she'll poke your eye if you're
I
not
didn't
careful.
know how big she was until he was born. I felt like she was so little tiny still, and now she's like a big girl goat all of a sudden.
She is a big girl goat,
It's true.
and she's so mean to him. We asked her to babysit, and all she wants to do is ram him.
Ram
and
him.
She is, yeah, you think she's sweet. She's mean.
She's a mean girl. She'll ram him right into the side. She makes him sleep behind the toilet in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
yeah. She pushes him behind the toilet where he only has a little bitty
And then
nook.
she lays right in the like opening to block him in. There's a huge bathroom there for
And the
them.
thing is, he loves her so much. It's just like your children. You have a little 2-year-old that loves their big brother or big sister, but that big brother and big sister are so mean to that 2-year-old, and you wonder why would a 2-year-old even love them? But the little kid's just full of love. They just love no matter what, even though the older ones are just mean. You want some scratches? I can't scratch you. Okay, I'll scratch you. Oh my goodness gracious.
They're fun though. They're really fun. And they're at that play age. And Starla is at the age of she wants to run. Like crazy run with the cows, with the dogs, everything. And he can't keep up. So he just stands and screams at the top of his lungs until she comes back.
Yeah, someone says that Starla's jealous, and that's absolutely
true.
the truth. She's very jealous, and we can see it. Look at her. She does not want.
No.
She just don't want
She's
me to hold
pushing
this.
him away right
Yeah,
now.
she's trying to push me. Baby, we're loving him.
Mm-hmm.
He's a baby. He's a baby, and he needs love. But no, we love them, y'all, and life would not be the same without them. It would be nice to sleep until 7 o'clock like the old days, but it's okay.
No, 6 a.m. comes early
6
too.
a.m. does come very
I feel like that
early.
alarm goes off and I'm like, I just want to hit snooze one time, but I know that it's like if I hit snooze, they're just gonna scream louder and it's not even worth it. So I just get up. Yeah.
Finnegas, I'm putting you down now, okay?
Hold on, I'm gonna lock them back up.
You're afraid they're going to start hollering and yelling?
I don't want to fit a pee. I don't-
Yeah, that's the problem. Now, Finn won't jump on furniture yet. He's too young to jump on furniture. But Starla will not stay off the furniture. She'll jump up onto the counter here on the coffee tables, and she's just up on the
She's
TV stand.
Stove in your video.
The stove. She did jump on the stove and turned the stove on. So, well, the light to the stove. So you got to be careful, y'all. Anyway, so Jami brought a couple of. I brought a couple of gifts in. Jami brought a couple of games. One called True False and one called World Trivia.
That was just in case we ran out of things to talk about.
Oh, Have we
can-
talked about everything that we wanted to talk about?
I
We
don't
didn't really
know.
have a whole lot. I'll just say real fast that we did have a horrible, horrible Longhorn incident over at I'm a Survivor with my females, my cows and my heifers, the calves. I had noticed on 3 different videos that was made by Jake, Brienne, and my dad, I kept seeing my cows out. And I don't know how, because when I would go over, they'd all be right there. I'm like, I see them right here, and they're in the pasture, and I don't know how they keep getting out. And so I went back, was it Friday morning or Saturday morning? Yesterday. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
And well, I actually caught Pearl in the act of breaking out. And that video played today on Longhorn Lester's, and it might be the best and craziest. That was Longhorn Lester's, wasn't it?
Mhm.
I don't remember what's what anymore. Jamie and I talked about that today, though. As a matter of fact, I posted a question of the day, and it's going to help my life a whole lot. Because now Jamie has Suits to Boots, Facebook and YouTube, but that's always been just kind of whatever Jamie's up to, she'll post on her channel, whatever she's up to. But with me, it's a little bit difficult because I made it hard on myself.
I know.
what I did.
You try to
I made
create
it-
lines, and I don't know why you create so many lines. And
Well, hold on. I have a reason behind it. Here was my reasoning behind it. Can you give me 30 seconds? This is real easy. I'm a Survivor Sanctuary was a channel that was created pretty much by you in a chance to follow along all of the amazing rescues, including the rebuilding of my life and a lot of the animals that were being brought in to help rebuild a life after Hurricane Harvey devastation. And so I'm a Survivor has always kind of been the story of the rebuilding, the survivor in all of us, animals and humans alike. Yes or no?
Mhm.
But Longhorn Lester's was a second channel kind of created as an addition to I'm a Survivor, but not so much the rebuilding of lives, but more of a guy living his dream, a dream that you all made possible. Does that make sense to you at all? A
Mhm.
dream that you all made possible, a dream for my Longhorns, eventually, a dream for my ostriches, eventually, when everything turns green again. And in saying so, we've had to do a little bit of shifting of some of those original animals to give them their best life. And that's where it's made things kind of difficult, because now I have a hard time remembering what should be I'm a Survivor content compared to what should be Longhorn Lester content. And I'll be honest, I get them jumbled up all the time, and I catch myself just trying to balance the 2 pages out with equal content. Does that make sense to you? I don't want to have this much content on one channel and that much on the other. So I
Yeah.
try to balance them out where they always have the same amount of content, the same quality content, but I have to be more careful and differentiate between what is I'm a Survivor. And so it's real simple. Today, I listened to the internet again, and they say anything that has to do with I'm a Survivor, the location of I'm a Survivor is I'm a Survivor. And everything to do with the Longhorn Lester location goes to Longhorn Lester. And that makes it simple. So anything videoed here, no matter if it's a rescue, a baby, anything happening here, will be Longhorn Lester.
Okay, you want me to make it really complicated?
No, you're going to say, what about your Longhorns over at
No, what I'm going to say is about like we actually do leave the properties and do other things that we video as well. So where do
Oh
those
no,
go?
when we go to Manny's, when we go to the Chinese buffet,
I'm just saying, like, okay, so here's my version of it. Okay,
that's where I'll balance them all out.
here's my version of it is that I'm a Survivor was something we did together.
Yeah.
And it's the original, it's you and me, and there's a lot of heart and a lot of love and a lot of emotion built into that community. And Longhorn Lester's was similar to Suits to Boots. It's really
My own thing.
our own thing and our own versions of perspective and what we're doing, and it has a little bit more in depth about the things that we enjoy and the things that we do. And Longhorn Lester's, while it has a sign hanging on the front of the gate here, that may be true, but to me, Longhorn Lester is you, and Longhorn Lester's is a page and a community that you've built based on your perspective and the funny things that you do. That's a little bit more than just the animals, and that's my own thing, because Suits to Boots is more than just animals. I got stuck in a prom dress. I went girl shopping and recorded it. I have done things about travel and trips and things about my other family, and that's the way that I've always viewed the pages. So I hear people like, I just want to know what happened at I'm a Survivor today and what happened at Longhorn Lester's today. Well, then I'm like, well, what happened at Suits to Boots today? Because there isn't a place called Suits to Boots.
That's true. There's not a place called Suits to Boots.
So from my perspective is video what you want and put it where you want it. And if it's about animals, then I'm a Survivor.
So maybe it was me trying to make it simpler for myself.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I'm the one who sits down and goes through my videos I recorded and puts some into this video and some into this video. So I think that I'm going to do that just for my own peace of mind for a while.
You know, all the videos where you're like, I probably shouldn't say this. Those are Longhorn Lester's.
Oh, those should be. But I say things I shouldn't say it. I'm a Survivor all the time. I don't know. Well, you know what? We'll figure it out, y'all.
People are going to watch what they want to watch, and they'll be able to find it because it's all of it is us. And if they don't like us, they could probably go find a whole bunch of other channels too. So.
Hey, let's talk about a change that we've been forced to do, that we've been kind of forced into, and how it's going so far. So I would like to hear from you guys on this. So you all know that in the old days, like last month, the old days, we would post a long video every morning. And then on one channel, I'm a Survivor, we'd post a second video in the afternoon. And that was all we would post. We would go live Tuesday, Friday, and together on Sunday. Mm-hmm. And that was about the extent. And then we begin to find out that our employer would like to see more. Our employer would like to see something a little bit different. And I joke about that, but obviously meaning Facebook. They would like to, they encouraged us as legacy account holders. They call that legacy account holders. We've been with them for a while, to evolve more into the shorter version videos, evolve more into the up and down style videos. And we knew this was coming. We knew it for a long time, but we were being hard-headed, and we weren't being team players, Jamie. I'll just say it that way. And they found a way to make us conform. And I'll just say, so since then, we've realized that, you know what, is as much as we think we work for ourselves, we actually work for them. And if we don't do what they need us to do, then they'll certainly find other channels that will. So we've been kind of forced to conform. And my question to you is this: do you feel like it's too much now? With Facebook. Yeah, YouTube wouldn't know the difference. YouTube is still the same. We do a long morning video. I do afternoon videos on YouTube, but Jamie does a morning video, and those are the long videos, and that's what we've always been more comfortable with. But on Facebook, we are having to put a lot of short videos, sometimes as short as 30 seconds, sometimes as long as I see flickering power. Now, we do have a generator, but we may end up losing our internet. And if we do, I'm so sorry. But no, could I hear from you guys? So a lot of you are saying it's fun. I like it. It's fine with me. What worries me the most are people who get a notification and they assume, oh no, what's going on with I'm a Survivor? And they think it's something important, and it's just you singing a lullaby or putting the goat to sleep or me having a daddy daycare moment or something that's not a major full-length video with chapters and all of that.
We're not doing it to annoy y'all.
We're not doing it to annoy you.
We're doing it because Facebook's like, hey, this is how you stay current with what we have going on.
Well, you know, they call that the algorithm. You have to stay in the algorithm. And what they want is a mix. They want to see lives. They want to see shorts. They want to see stories. They want to see not everything. They don't want to see 20-minute videos. They do not want to see 20-minute videos. Let me tell you why real fast. And then I promise I'll stop talking business. Ready? Picture this. let's just say in one video of ours that takes 20 minutes to watch, and they end up playing 4 or 5 ads during that 20 minutes, do you realize they could take 15, 20, 30 short videos and play 100 ads? Now, which way will you make more money, by playing 5 ads or by playing 100 ads? And obviously the 100 ads are going to make more money, which means Facebook gets a cut of that. And so Facebook is saying, hey, we're a business and we want shorter versions of video. What are you laughing about?
Somebody just said, I'm just here for all the quickies.
Well, that's true. Some people are. And I will say that Facebook knows what they're doing, because most of the average watch time on a Facebook video is about 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas the average watch time on a YouTube video is about 12 to 15 minutes. So YouTubers are known to want to sit down, put on the TV and watch a video while they have their dinner or eat their lunch or drink their coffee. Facebookers want to just scroll through. I think for the most part.
That's what Facebook thinks.
Part.
That's what Facebook thinks. And so that's what Facebook's asked us to do. And we'll stop talking business now.
Let's stop. Let's move on. I really want to open that card in one of those boxes. Jamie wants to play a card game.
I'm good without the card game.
I've been eyeballing this for a while, and I like this because it looks like it comes from a senior. Can I just say a senior? Is that okay? There's no name on it. It's from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Did I say Kenosha right?
Yeah.
Okay, from Kenosha to Lester and Jamie. And I want to open this because it looks like it's been written by a senior. And I don't know why, but I just find it adorable when seniors take time to write, because they remember how good it feels to write. Oh, Jamie, I was hoping for a letter. There's not even a name on that, Jamie.
Aw.
I've been eyeballing this all darn day, and I could not wait to open and read the letter. And there's not even a letter attached, and there's not even a name.
But it's a gift card to Tractor Supply.
It is a gift card to Tractor Supply. I love letters, y'all. I'm old enough to be from that generation that loves a good letter.
Can I point out something about this package?
Yes. Well, I see it says to me.
Well, it says
only to be opened by Mr. Lester Morrow.
It also
with
says
exclamation points.
It also says for Lester Morrow, and it says fragile on it. And I would like to.
It says fragile, but I did not do that. That's how it was delivered. So fragile, it may be, but this is the way it was delivered.
So a lot of people are asking about one of the boat races. So the boat races, we've actually moved them to next Monday. They were
Monday morning, Labor Day.
They were going to be Sunday, but the temperature says it's going to be 102, and we were going to do this at 1:00 for Sunday dinner.
Jamie,
what did you get?
No, I don't know. This looks to be. Keep talking.
So our boat races will be Monday morning. We're going to host breakfast here for all the Morrows, and we will have our boat races at 10 a.m. on Labor Day.
Okay, this comes from a very sweet lady in West Yorkshire, the UK. This comes a very long way.
Dang.
Now, Jamie, I believe this might be a Three Musketeers hat. I don't know for a fact, but I think it might be from the Three Musketeers. Tell me if it's not.
I don't know, but it has a longhorn on it.
Well, no, it's a cowboy hat.
I love it.
Jamie, this is real leather. Touch it. Just touch it.
Oh, babe.
This is real leather, y'all. This is a really nice hat. It may not look nice on me. That's, different people.
It looks nice on you.
Different people wear cowboy hats very differently. Now, I don't know if this is straight here, and it could somehow have, sometimes you can get. So what happens is, you don't even know this. When you get a cowboy hat, you have to have it shaped. You know about that? You take it to a guy who has a hot iron, a hot sprayer, a steamer. And as you wear it, he will shape it to the style that you like. And there's different styles. So when you get a cowboy hat and it has all these different little curvatures and all these different shapes to it, you don't know exactly which style it's going to stay. It's not going to always stay that way. You decide how it looks when it's over and done. But listen, here, hold that for a second. Put it on. I want to see how you look at it. Put it down. You got to put it lower in the front, not so high, just where your eyes can barely peep out. Yeah, that looks a whole lot better. It says, "Dearest Lester, I sent you this gift just as many others have before me. Usually it's a gift to celebrate your amazing good humor, but I send this to celebrate your passion. I truly hope you like it. With best wishes from Pauline." And Pauline is in West Yorkshire or Yorkshire,
Yeah.
the UK.
I love it.
Pauline, I do too. Now, the only problem with that is I'm going to have to take her out dancing because you can't wear this kind of hat when you work. You don't want to get sweat in this hat. And we don't go country western dancing as much as we used to. We haven't gone since COVID, have we?
No, we haven't been since 2020.
We've not been in a couple of years or 3. And that means I'm going to have to take her out dancing. But I do have boots and a belt to match. Jeans and a shirt, and I can certainly wear that. And the day that I do, or the night that I do, I will take a picture.
I can't wait.
I will post it.
I like it. I think that I should probably get a matching one at some point.
Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. Let's not make it weird. We're not going to go with matching hats, Jamie. Women always want to do that. They always want to match everything. I don't get that for anything. Jamie's talking now about this prom that we're going to do.
Maybe you can wear this to prom.
I certainly will, except for my problem is I'm wearing a John Travolta at the beginning of the prom because I want to do my 70s thing. And then I'm going to shift into my 90s when I do MC Hammer. And then
You are just revealing all of the secrets.
Oh, this is a secret? Well, everyone knows. And then I'm going to wear a tux that someone sent me. I'm only wearing things that I was gifted. I'm only going to wear things I was gifted. I'm not going to go shopping. I'm not going to do like Jamie and all the girls and go out and take all the boys to go shopping for prom outfits. I'm not doing that. Well, I'm wearing things I was gifted. But what I'm saying is, whatever I'm going to wear, she's going to try to go match me.
I'm not going to match
Yes, you are. You already know you're going to. She's going to try to go match me outfit for outfit. So if I go in as John Travolta, Staying Alive, Jamie's going to, I promise you, be like the girl in Staying Alive and wear some kind of a...
That's what you do at prom.
You're going to steal my thunder. You want to steal my thunder.
What am I supposed to do? Dress completely different decades?
Yeah. All I'm saying is you're going to be a girl about this, aren't you?
You haven't even asked me to prom yet.
Jamie, everyone knows. Everyone just knows. You don't have to do that formal. See, this is that girl thing coming out in you. Jamie, stop.
Tell him he must ask me to prom, or I won't be his date at all, and he doesn't have to worry about me matching him.
Do you want me to do some kind of
I want a promposal.
Have someone blow a horn outside and you walk out and do some kind of a me on my steed.
Yes.
Hear ye, hear ye. Ye have royally been invited on the day of the 20th of the Lord's Day to prom event.
Yeah, you better hurry up and ask me.
With Sir Lancelot Morrow, Lester the Longhorn.
Hey, somebody else might ask me, so you better ask. Maybe you won't have a date.
Well, I'm still going as John Travolta no matter what. And I promise you, I'll find someone at the party. I'm playing. So, no, I'm excited.
It's your family at the party.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited. I believe Sister Kim will dance with me. My mom will dance with me. If my mom dances with me, you know my mom's going to teach me some dance moves.
It's true.
My mom, I think I've already told the story plenty of times before, but my mom loves to dance. But my mom has no leg work. My mom is all upper body. My problem is I'm only lower body. I have no upper body. And so we were at a wedding when I was much younger, and my mom was watching me dance. I'm on the dance floor and I'm just doing all kinds of dance moves that I thought were great. I thought I was really impressing everybody. And then all of a sudden, my mom walks to the dance floor and she goes, "Here." And she takes my hands like this. I'm an adult. And there's women there. And I'm an adult man. She goes, "Here." And she's trying to show me how to move my arms. And I'm like, "Mom, just you do it and I'll do whatever you do." So I did it. And now the next thing I know, I don't even know why, but now I find myself, if I ever go somewhere dancing, I feel like I look like my mom. My lower body is doing its thing, but my upper body is dancing just like my mom. And guys, I kid you not. I feel like my mom. I think I look like my mom, dancing like my mom. And so, whatever. So,
I don't think you look like your mom. I've never seen your mom dance, so I don't know.
well, it's a whole
I'm
lot.
about to. I think
It's a whole lot of upper body, and it's all that, or whatever, whatever. It's a whole lot of crazy stuff like that. It's upper body, and I don't even know where I'm going with any of this. Okay, I don't know where I'm going with any of this. But thank you, Miss Pauline. I love the hat. Gosh darn, that looks good,
That's
Jamie.
a nice hat.
That is a look. Look how easy it tips, though. That's the way it's supposed to be. You either tip this way over here, or you go by. You just do this over here.
Oh.
You don't got to pull your hat off. You just touch your hat and do that, and it's the same thing.
Oh,
Did you know that?
I didn't know.
No. So this is easier, and this is more common. But a lot of guys will do this over here too. Now, sometimes they'll go ahead and take it all the way off, but that's not as common. So, man, this is a really nice hat, though, Jamie. Look at it.
I'm looking at it.
So I may have to go have it shaped because it's not. Well, you know, I'm all about lines and shapes and angles and perpendicular and parallel and symmetrical, and it's not really quite symmetrical. But you know what? I can work on that. And there's a guy at the boot shop that will also shape your hats. So I'm going to take it in and have my hat shaped.
Where's that video going to go? What channel?
That would have to be a Longhorn Lester video. That would have to be Longhorn Lester. Jamie, but I need to know from these folks if I look like a goofball or not. Because even though I like it, and you say that you like it, you say you like everything, though.
I don't say I like everything.
I don't know if you guys are okay with this. Someone says, don't pull it forward. It has
They
to
want
be.
to see your eyes.
Is this the kind of cowboy you want to see? This is called howdy doody. We don't do howdy doody. This is Oklahoma cowboys, okay? This is Oklahoma. I'm not trying to be mean. This is Oklahoma, okay? No offense if you're from Oklahoma, but these are the Okies over here, James. This is how they wear their
a
cowboy.
whole different human being when that happens.
This is the Oklahoma cowboys over here. This is Oklahoma, okay? And we don't do that. This is Nevada, Oklahoma, Wisconsin. These are those guys from up there. No, down south, we pull them down low. And guys, I can see you just fine. You can't see me, but I can see you. And that's just the way I like it. Okay? Trust me, I can see everything. Jamie, nothing's getting past me right now. I see it all. I'm reading comments like crazy. But you'll not catch me dead walking into a club like this. You will not catch. No, you will not catch me dead. And if I ever pass and you want to bury me in a hat, don't you do this even as a joke. Don't even be laying me in that coffin for my viewing with my hat up. No, you're not. You would do something like that.
I would do it too.
You would do it. That's the meanest thing you could ever do. I don't care if I'm dead or not. You're going to suffer through that one. I'll come back, man. I will come back. I will come back with a vengeance. You don't even know how I would come back. My brother would never allow it. Daniel would stop it. Daniel would be the first one up there and say,
Daniel would be up there, shovel it back down, and I walk back by and be like,
and don't forget, I'm like stiff as a board. I don't know what.
Hold on, it would be more.
Yeah, that's how y'all would have me right there, just as a freaking joke. And you probably have it live so everyone else could laugh at me also. Guys, I'm sorry. No offense. I'm afraid that there's a lot of Oklahoma cowboys on here who are going to be very upset with me. I'm sorry. If that's your style, that's your look, that's great. And maybe if I had a head of hair that came down to here, I could comb over, that would be awesome. But guys like me with my shape of head or lack of foliage on top, yeah, we just go ahead and do it like this over here, and that's the way we like it. Listen, John Travolta was urban cowboy right here, Houston, Texas. Gillies nightclub was the name of the club. Never been there because it burnt down before my time. But this is the style, and it's never going to die. As long as I've lived and been old enough to wear a cowboy hat, this is the way you wear your hats in Texas. And if I'm wrong, then someone tell me I'm wrong. But I'm not. I know how you wear your hats in Texas. Did I get a little worked up over that? Was I a little bit too worked up on all of that? I'm sorry. I just don't want to be buried like this over here. I just cannot picture. Look at this. This is howdy doody.
Listen, the next time that you pass out on Ambien, that's exactly what I'm
No,
gonna do
you're
to you.
not.
I'm gonna video that shit right there. I'm gonna
Don't-
take your dog bowl that you use for popcorn.
Jamie, I'm so scared. Who's going to screenshot that and put it all over the internet? Guys, please don't do that. I don't ask you for much. I don't ask you for anything, really. But what I'm asking you right now is please do not send me no screenshots of that. I know what you're trying to do. It doesn't work that way, Jamie.
I just want to know how high does it go before
Let's
it
put it
comes
on
off.
you like that and show you how it feels. That's actually kind of cute on you.
I'm like, I don't think I.
No, but there's a listen, it's attitude. That's attitude. That's Sissy from Urban Cowboy. Even Sissy wore her hat low. Did she or did she not?
I've never seen Urban Cowboy.
Bud and Sissy, you don't know Bud or Sissy from Urban Cowboy?
I know Beth Dutton.
Y'all tell, okay, that's fine. That's Montana, but even so, does she wear it like that or she wear it like that? Tell me. Rip. You know Rip. Is this Rip? Yes or no? Is this Rip? Montana Cowboys know what's up, okay? They don't have to see. They don't have to see where they're going. Their horses know where they're going. They don't have to see. They can see just fine. This is a Montana Cowboy. This is Rip, okay? This is not Rip. Okay, this is not Rip. And Rip would not hire anybody on his ranch to look like this, okay?
If you would have shown up to our first date with that shit on and your tracksuit, I don't know that I've been able to hold it together for the record.
Well, if I showed up like this over here, though,
That might
would that have
work
been a
out.
different story?
That might
So
work out.
you're saying, what you're saying is this. Sorry if I don't word it exactly. You're saying that if you saw a picture of this and it was on that app called Hot or Not, you would click the hot button.
What app is anyway?
It's an old, from my generation, an app called Hot or Not. You would click hot.
Yeah.
If you saw this, you would click not. Yes or no?
I probably would still click yes because it takes a lot of. It
You
would
would-
take a lot of guts to show up
No,
like that.
you would not, Jamie. You need to hush that up already. You would not click hot on that. Oh my gosh. Someone says swipe left. Is swipe left good or bad?
I don't know. I've never.
I don't
swiped.
know if swiping left is good or not, y'all. So over here, would you swipe right or swipe left? For those who know how to swipe, is this a swipe right or swipe left? I'm just curious. And if you're a guy, I'm not going to judge. I don't care. Even guys know when another guy looks pretty good. So is this a right? So someone's saying right. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Okay, so everyone's saying right. This is a swipe right. Okay, now here we go. Jamie, stop. Okay.
The only thing that would make this better is if you had a shaved face right now on top of it.
Jamie, I don't know why you live to embarrass me. It's not on backwards, y'all. I promise you. The boat is not going to front. Okay. I know that much. Maybe in some states, okay. I would say maybe the great state of California, but I'm just joking about that, okay? I'm just joking. Oregon. All right. Let's move on, Jamie, while we can.
We've been live for an hour already. I think.
That's been a long live.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't opened your gift yet. I brought in a couple for Jamie and a couple for me. Here comes to Jamie.
I got a greenie.
Someone says, I'm better than antidepressants. Well, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. I needed to hear that too. I need to hear that kind of stuff on occasion. Anyway, Pearl has had a fiasco with Moses, y'all. If you have not watched that video, you'll have to catch it. What do you got there? You got a whole...
Aw. So she sent me bruise gel for my legs because I don't look well. Like
you have been beat to heck.
It's true.
And you had to travel last week with bruises.
Yeah. Okay. And some black cherry limeade for Timeout Tuesday.
You guys are too good to her, y'all. And she gets like a compilation prize pack of everything.
It's pretty good.
Nothing's going to beat this hat. You're not going to find any cooler gift tonight than what I got right here, Jamie. I'm just going to figure out how I'm going to have to wear this and let you all see me in it. And then, is there a way we can set up like a secret camera to watch people's reaction when I walk by? You know how sometimes you walk by and drop your keys, and when you bend over to pick them up, you wonder if everyone's looking at you?
Yeah.
You never do that? Oh, y'all don't do that kind of stuff? Oh, well, never mind then.
Oh, I got a Soul Sister bracelet too.
Soul sister?
Yeah, it says Soul Sister. That's really sweet. I got a plethora of stuff. I got the 2024 Farmer's Almanac. This is amazing.
2024 is already
Yes.
out?
Oh, you got a card too.
Oh. Hmm. Do you know who this is from?
This is from Karen.
All right, so I can't seem to handle. I'm dropping everything, Jamie.
And I got a book about the ghost of East Texas. This person knows that we have Halloween coming up. The ghost of East Texas. That's exciting. What?
No, I was just thinking, oh my gosh, Halloween is coming up. It's just so hot to think about anything that has to do with anything.
It's true.
Follow your passions, follow your heart, and all the things that you need will come. That is a very powerful.
Thank you, Miss Karen. I can't wait to read this. This is my bathtub material tonight because I rebuilt my video for tomorrow. That's awesome.
Well, I want to say thank you. Can I start closing it up?
Yes.
Can we close it
Yes.
up? It was a fun live, and I think it's good to sometimes just take a break from all the things that scare you and worry you. And a lady says, I hear more thunder out there. Man, I hope it can get some rain out of this.
The dogs are barking because they want it. Somebody says, why are the dogs barking? Because they want to come in.
They want to come in the house. Guys, don't forget, we also have a metal roof. So we hear when it's raining. You really can't get rain past us. We hear everything. And I do hear thunder. And so we're going to keep our fingers crossed that rain will come down. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and cross both fingers and say maybe it can rain for an hour or 2, 3, 4, rain all night. Soft, just sprinkly rain, just saturate the earth around us.
That would be amazing.
That would be so beautiful.
You know what else is beautiful?
Jamie, couldn't we end this on a high note?
I know.
This is
It's as high as your forehead.
Jamie. You know what I'm going to do one day? Because I'm not embarrassed. I will go to the club and I'll pull it up and I'm going to ask you to dance and I'm going to wear my hat just like this.
And I'm going to do it.
No, you would not.
And laugh the whole time because
No,
I
you
do
would
not care. Yes.
No, you do not. You
I
would
do not care.
No. There. It has been an emotional week with the Hurricane Harvey anniversary. You don't want to say celebration. It's not a celebration. But how crazy is it that 6 years ago, we're getting so much rain that we had nowhere to put it. And now everyone around us is dancing and celebrating and just getting a Holy Ghost when they see a few drops come down. And that's crazy, y'all, how life has been with the climate. But man, we could certainly use some rain. So thank y'all for your prayers. And
yes.
But we'll make it, y'all. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. And then thank you for spending time with us. Like Jamie always says, that's the greatest gift you can give to us or anybody is just time. There are so many people that could just use your time. Just a minute of your time and your kindness goes so darn far.
Sure.
And you go ahead and finish up, babe, with whatever you want to say.
Y'all, we hope you have a safe week. And if you needed rain, we hope that you're getting it too. And if you don't, we hope that you aren't. We hope that y'all stay safe and stay well. There are a lot of illnesses going around right now. Lester and I are on the mend from ours.
You want to talk about ours and that one weird thing that had happened to both of us multiple times? Have y'all ever been so sick that your eyeballs sweat at the same time?
No joke.
For no apparent reason.
No joke.
So listen, it's I don't even know how to explain it. It's not, you're not crying. It's not tears. It's all of this area around your eyes.
Literally, like the rest of your body isn't.
No.
And then this will just start to sweat. And it is the strangest.
It's pouring sweat
Yes.
enough where you got to put your shirt up and like dab your shirt and you're
Yes.
you keep dabbing your eyes and it's your whole body's not sweating.
No. but
Your eyes are sweating.
And it would happen to us both at the same
At the
time.
same time.
And I'll tell you what, it was a doozy of an illness. We're still not 100% out of the woods from it. So if you if you are out and about, just try to wash your hands and stay safe and stay well and do your best to keep yourself well, because the things that are going around right now, they suck. It sucked. I'll just say that.
Yeah, well, I will say that I'm blessed that I've kicked it pretty fast. It's kind of lingered with you a little bit. You're
Yeah.
still coughing and stuff, but I would say probably a 2-day fever, and fevers are the worst for me. I mean, I don't like to be sick in my stomach. I don't like to have a cough and sore throat and all that. But to me, having a fever just breaks me. That breaks me and makes me where I'm not able to do much of anything. And so I did carry a fever for about 2 days, but now I've been 3 days with nothing at all, no meds whatsoever. And so I'm completely over it. But I know you're still kind of got a little bit of a hacky cough and trying to push it out. But
I don't feel bad anymore.
No.
The weird thing though is the eye sweats. Like that is the strangest thing that a symptom I've ever had is eye sweats.
Yeah. And then the hard thing is, I know what's wrong.
Somebody says this really is a Texas goodbye.
Well, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to do besides talk to you all. Talking to you all is a whole lot easier and a lot safer than talking to myself. I was watching the special on Britney Spears last night. Did we watched it together. As soon as I say that I'm well, I have to clear my throat.
I was like, he's not.
We were watching this special on Britney Spears, and it talked about how she spends so much time in isolation, yet with her social media following, she finds herself spending all of her days engaging with her social media, which to her might seem therapeutic, but in reality, it's her talking to herself. And that is kind of how it is. Yeah. We are talking with you. We're reading your comments. So I feel like that's great conversation. We're not just sitting here talking to ourselves, but it made me feel really sad for her to know what a lonely existence, she's having, battling a mental illness, not realizing it because she feels like she got all she needs right there with her millions and millions of people that watch her content. And in reality, it's really sad to me because I grew up watching Britney Spears, and I'm a fan of Britney Spears. Yeah. And that was just sad to me to know that. But no, social media can be a very, I don't want to say lonely, because I do feel like our people are a whole lot more involved in our lives than just random strangers who pop up from, does that make any sense to you?
No,
it's like I recognize names. I recognize. What are we doing?
I'm blocking somebody.
Oh. Someone had to go and ruin it at the very end. Are they being mean to everybody or just us?
Just me.
Just you?
I can't catch it.
Well, that's the worst. No, I didn't mean that. We can go ahead and just end it, babe. You don't even got to worry about that person.
Okay.
Someone says they reported it. Thank y'all. Yeah, why have to go off and do that? What point is there in all of that?
Yeah, I can't mind it anyway.
No, it's all good. Well, thank y'all so much for watching, hanging out with us, being a part of our life, laughing along with us as we laugh at ourselves, and watching the videos that we put out, be it long or short, and taking time to comment. I'm not going to say it, but if you ever want to click that little thumb thing and pass it along, those are always great. That helps a little bit, y'all. That helps, believe it or not, that helps. But no, we just could not ask for a more loyal audience, friends, Facebook friends, YouTube friends, family, who put up with this, just put up with this and come back and put up with this. We don't deserve you. We don't deserve you, but I would not trade you for anything. And I'm not letting you leave me. I'm not going to let you, not easily. I'm going to fight tooth and nail to keep you, y'all. So true. Tooth and nail sounds scary. Anyway, how can anyone leave this? How could anyone say goodbye to this, Jamie?
Y'all, we love you so much, and we hope you have a really blessed week.
Hold on, I got one question. I saw this same comment over and over and over. They says that's not how Colorado Cowboys wear it. That's not how. So I'm just so darn curious. How does a Colorado cowboy wear his hat?
Oh my
So
gosh.
just give me 1 second.
This is the most Texas of goodbye that we've ever
Jamie,
had.
I'm going to pull up Colorado cowboy, and we are together going to look at the picture. Colorado cowboy, Colorado, Colorado cowboy. I'm just pressing enter. I'm going to go to images, and let's all look together at a Colorado. Well, there's a name, Colorado cowboy. There's an actual video, a picture of a guy, and he wears his hat low, Jamie, over his eyes. Thank you very much to the Colorado Cowboys. There you go. I'm not so different than the Colorado Cowboy, okay? There's a movie called Colorado Cowboy, or it's a book. So that's interesting. Thank you.
Y'all, we love you. Have a great night.